Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more EarthBound Beginnings. Last time we made our way to Snowman, and we met our new friend, Anna. And in between episodes, I did quite a bit of training, so let's go into our state right here. This right here is Ninten, and Ninten has learned a few new PSI powers since last time, and I'll be honest, I don't remember which ones they are. Hopping over to Lloyd, here's what we have, and hopping over to Anna, I have grinded her up to level 20 and also equipped her with these 3 equips as you can see right here. Anna is a PSI user, and she has learned a whopping 6 pages of PSI. I really don't feel like going over every single one of these in great detail, so instead, what I am going to do is I'm going to link the starmen.net PSI power list in the description, since, as of right now, we have nearly every PSI power in the game. Just be warned that there may be minor spoilers on this page, but I think going through 6 pages of PSI would be a little bit boring, especially considering I feel like their names are pretty self-explanatory as to what they do. Anyway, this time, we are going to be doing, as I understand it, some optional stuff, believe it or not. First things first, though, I want to withdraw quite a bit of money in order to do some stuff. I want to buy some weapons. Now, I believe it's Lloyd. Yes, Lloyd has a stun gun power or something like that, an equip that he has. And believe it or not, the boomerang is actually better. The boomerang is actually better than the aluminum bat as well for Nintendo, so honestly, as far as I understand it, equipping the boomerang on everybody is the best option until very close to the end of the game, so that's what we are going to be doing. No, I do not want anything else. So, we are going to go into our goods. Let's see, who has a boomerang? Does Nintendo? Yes, Nintendo has both boomerangs. Let us give that to Lloyd, and then head back into our inventory because this is a clunky NES title. And we are going to give one to Anna. And then we are going to go into our goods and use that, equip the boomerang, and then go back in here and equip the boomerang on Anna as well. I believe that gives a flat plus 32 increase to offense, and there are very few weapons in the game that actually outpace that, so I don't think there is any issue with equipping the boomerang on everybody, so that's what we are going to do. I also want to buy... this is not the right shop. I do not want to buy this. Somewhere around here we can get a plasma beam, I believe it is. Is it this one? I doubt it's this one. No. Which counter is it? I might be wrong, but first things first, I want to talk to this lady, and I want to sell this stun gun because it is completely useless. Anyway, with that, I'm going to go look up and see if I'm in the wrong shop, because there's something here I want to buy for Lloyd, but I can't seem to find it, so I will be right back. Alrighty, quick little lookup tells me that it's actually the next town that I want to buy this item in. Anyway, I just realized I never mentioned where the heck we actually are. After doing the grinding with Anna, we returned to Marysville, so we are currently in Marysville, but we actually want to head all the way up to the train again and take a train ride to Reindeer, because the last time we were in Reindeer, we kind of just flew past. We just got the hat and then left. So I think we are going to head right on back there, and wow, we actually made it quite far before running into an enemy of any kind. But yes, we are actually quite overpowered for this point in the game, as I understand it, but honestly, again, I really don't care, and it's kind of amusing how Anna's power points have outpaced Nintendo. And wow, Anna learned something new already. I wonder what that is. Let's see here. Was it super healing? It might have been super healing. Super healing is actually a 100% revive power, which is really insane. We might need that during the LP, we might not. Ideally, we won't, but we might. Well, I don't know how far the train goes through, but you need a ticket to ride. Yes, we are heading to Reindeer, and it's $48. Alright, let's head right on over there. And I looked it up in between episodes, and this is the inspiration of the title of last episode. This is called the Paradise Line. That is the name of this train. I believe I forgot it last episode, so I figured might as well point it out. And man, watching these train tracks at 60 frames per second is really trippy. I don't know how accurately it comes through on YouTube, but they look really trippy. If you either focus in on one spot or try and follow them as they go past, get a really weird, visual effect, as it were. Anyway, as far as I know, I don't think anything we are going to do in Reindeer is actually required, but I'm going to head here just to show off some stuff, plus I'm following the Starmen walkthrough, so if it just so happens that something here is actually required, I would like to cover it in some capacity, because it might be important. Anyway, I believe down here is Reindeer, although we have to keep going a little bit first. Oh god. Psycho truck. Okay, let's try bashing this thing and see how we can do. Is that enough? Yeah, that is enough. Nice. Alrighty. Now, one thing I've noticed that's a little bit weird is somehow my HP got offset from being a multiple of 4 without fighting a Groucho in Magicant. So, for some reason, I guess my easy patch is acting up or something like that. I'm not sure. It might just be a weird way the game is programmed to deal with 3 party members. I'm not sure. Only happened after we got Anna, so that it might have something to do with it. Anyway, take that out right there. And even though Anna is level 20, she's actually quite far behind the others in terms of experience. Anyway, I want to say right down here... Yes, I'm assuming this is Reindeer. There's some characters that I would like to talk to in the area just because they have some interesting things to say. Let's see, I think the first one is you? I don't believe in psychic powers. Okay, no, it is not you, but I believe we are in the right place. Let's see. I'm going down this list here, so hopefully I can talk to... Aha, here's the department store. Since we found it, might as well stop in here. We want to head all the way up to the top floor. This is where we can buy the item for Lloyd that I wanted to buy. So we're going to head around here. We want to be all the way up the top to this guy. To this guy. Welcome to our shop. We sell weapons. We want to buy Lloyd the plasma beam. It's a little expensive, but we're probably not going to be buying too terribly much over the course of the rest of the game. Plus, we're basically loaded at this point from all the grinding, so it's okay. Basically, what the plasma beam does is it allows Lloyd basically to use PK beam attacks. It will dish out around 80 points of PK beam damage, which is pretty great. So enemies that are weak to PK beam, I believe will actually take more damage from the PK beam, the plasma beam, than normal. Anyway, we are going to deposit the rest of our cash because I don't want to carry this with me just in case we run into any problems. Alrighty, so now we are going to head out into town. There's someone around here that mentions something very interesting about the next town over. Where are you? Where are you indeed? You know what? I have a map of this place. Let's bring up the map. Okay, we want to go around over this way. This isn't actually anything important, it's just some flavor text that I wanted to cover. I think it's this guy. The store will buy good... No, it's not you either. Derp. Is it... Whoa, Sprite Glitch. Is it you? I love this town. I wouldn't be caught dead in Spookan. Ha ha ha. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to see. Sounds like some stuff is going down in Spookan, although some spooky stuff is going on screen right now. What the heck? Okay, that was weird. Okay. Anyway, there's another lady around here that will also mention something interesting. I want to say you're over this way? She's off in an alley somewhere. Aha, it's you. Talk to this lady, and she won't say anything. But if you go into PSI and use telepathy, did you hear the dragon's lullaby? Yes, indeed. There is a dragon in the game that we have seen before that will sing a lullaby. In fact, a piece of the song that we are interested in. However, we are not going to be grabbing that quite yet because it is technically melody number 6, and I want to grab the melodies in order. Speaking of which, we've seen quite a few melodies. No, that's like completely backwards of what I wanted to say. We haven't seen many melodies in quite a while, is what I wanted to say. But we are going to be encountering more melodies soon. Now, where's this other guy I want to talk to? There's someone around here that will give us something very interesting. Where is that? Looks like we're going to be referencing the map again, because of course I'm very rusty on this portion of the game. Okay, it is this way. We want to talk to this guy, I think. Hey, kid, just hold on to this money for me. Don't tell the cops or anyone about it. Sure, okay. Don't run away with it, and he will give you $423. Just because, which is pretty nice. So you definitely want to keep a hold of that. Alright, there's another lady around here that I want to give mention to, but I don't want to actually take her up on the offer that she has for us. Is it you? Give me something, whatever it is, just give it to me. Gimme, gimme. Please, gimme. Why won't you give it to me? I said please. If you give her anything at all, she will give you a flea bag. I personally don't need the flea bag. I think what it does damage or something like that, but not very much. It's not a very good item as I understand it, so we're just going to ignore that. Alrighty. Anyway, gonna just ignore her, and there's someone else around here that will mention something pretty interesting. Who is it? Is it you? I hope it's you. I heard someone died from a cold. Just a cold. No, it is not you. Who is it that I want to talk to? There's someone around here that will mention something very interesting. Because I'd like to at least have motivation for going places instead of just going there because I'm like a psychic who knows everything. So I would like to hear the flavor text that would explain exactly what it is I'm going to show. Let's see, are you down here? In the screenshot I'm looking at, he's actually kind of near the side of town. Alright, where are you? We'll find him eventually, I'm sure of it. Well, Lloyd grew to level 28 while I was looking for this guy, but I still haven't found him, so back to the hunt, I guess. High in the mountains lives an old man. Legends say he hasn't had a cold in 300 years. That took way the heck longer than I really would care to admit to find this guy. She's all the way up in the north of town. Probably gonna make an amusing montage of me trying to find that dude just because it was so ridiculous. Anyway, what he says is actually true. There's apparently an immune old man all the way up in the north here. So what we want to do is we want to go check out his house. I want to say it's this way. Hopefully we don't get too terribly lost. Right? 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 Is it this way? It might not be this way. I might be completely friggin' lost. But I think it's this way. Anyway, we're just gonna start bashing these enemies, and hopefully we can find this guy without too much trouble. I'm looking at a map right here, and all it says is that the south connects to the north of Reindeer, which I guess is where we are now. I think we might be going the wrong way. I think I have to look up another map, so I think once this fight is over, there we go, I'm probably going to look up a better map of this world. And wow, Nintendo gets level 32. Nice. Yeah, the one big problem with Mother 1 is there is a great possibility that you will get very, very lost because the map is very wide open and everything looks the same. So, hopefully we can make it there. So long story short, we went the wrong way. So back at the train station, you actually want to head to the left. That's the way you want to go. Alright. I did get into a few fights in between there, but nothing really major happened except for standard experience gaining, and it seems we're already synced up back to the even numbers somehow. No clue how that works. What does this say? No, we don't talk to it, we check it. That's right. Healer's House west, Reindeer Station east, Reindeer Town south. Alrighty. So what we want to do is we want to follow the train tracks this way. The train tracks will go all the way up here, and then they will loop around here, and this is where the map that I was referencing picks up. Yeah. So we want to head over this way, I think. The walk to this guy's house isn't too terribly long, and I'll be honest, I don't know how long this episode is going to wind up being because my recording is currently at about 23 minutes, but there's been quite a bit of cutting in this episode, so I'm actually not sure where we stand time-wise. So I don't know, this might actually wind up being a bit of a longer episode. Or it might not, I don't know. Anyway, that is all done. Anna, I think, is almost to level 21, which is nice. Probably going to be doing some grinding in between episodes coming up here, even though we didn't get a new party member. Just because this game gets pretty ruthless later on. Anyway, I think this is the guy's house. Yeah, and he is here glitching out. Who are you? Let's talk to game, thank you. Talk to you. I can't understand a word the old man says either. Anyway, talk to the old man. This might sound familiar for anyone who's played Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow. Meh, ha, meh, ha, ha, Believe it or not, he is not trying to summon a demon. He has actually lost his dentures, which the game does a brilliant job of not telling you at all. So what we want to do is we want to head around this way to go find his dentures. Want to loop all the way around over this way, and eventually we are going to either get into a fight or get to where we want to be going. And it looks like we have a fight. Here we have wolves. Also, funny thing, I believe I mentioned last episode that I fought 4 lone wolves. Turns out I was actually fighting silver wolves, which have the exact same sprite. So yes, I did notice that, so anyone who was caught off guard by that comment and got a bit confused, that's why. And also we are desynced back to the odd numbers again. Oh, there we go, back to the evens. Really don't know how that math works. Anyway, right here, I want to check this. Now entering the Mislay Triangle. Watch out! Someone lost his dentures right under the sign. And if we go into our goods, we now have dentures. Very nice. So now we want to head back to the old man and give him his false teeth, because that way he will be able to communicate with us. Yeah, anyone getting some serious Warden of the Safari Zone vibes? Because I am. Alright, got some eagles right here. Just gonna take them out real nice and simple-like. And we should be able to get through these guys pretty easily. I've been one-shotting most of the enemies in this area, and honestly, when it comes to this game, I would prefer to one-shot. Ow! That did a lot of damage, and also Anna keeps missing. I think off-screen earlier, I had Anna attack, and she missed again. Really not sure why. Anyway, Anna gets to level 21. Fight goes up by 1, which is useless. Speed by 1. Wisdom 4, which is pretty good. Strength by 1. force by 3. Maximum HP increased by 4. Maximum PP increased by 8. Actually, no, I don't think it's fight that's useless. I think it's strength that's useless on Anna, because Anna is mainly a magic user. Anyway, head right on into here, and I don't know if you can hear that, but it is high noon right now, and since I moved, I live very close to a fire station, and sometimes the siren will go off, and sometimes the siren will go off even when it's not high noon, so that can just be our running joke for this channel if it does come through on recording, but if it doesn't, then I just sound crazy. Anyway, I think we need to go into our goods and actually use the dentures. So nice to have my dentures back once more. Your reward? With you I'll share my secret to long, long life. Gargle often, gargle proud, gargle strong. And if you catch a cold, gargling will help. Here is a mouthwash I concocted myself. Take it. I can't tell if the game's bugged out or if he just gave me like a bajillion mouthwashes. Let me check. Oh dear God, he just filled our inventory with mouthwash. What the hell? Okay. Our inventory is now full of mouthwash. What mouthwash does is it can cure colds. Mouthwash, when bought at a regular store, I want to say is $175, which is insane. But here you can get a lot of it for free, and considering in Reindeer and Snowman and maybe Spookan, I'm not sure, talking to the wrong people will have them cough on you and give you a cold. So having mouthwash is very nice. Talk to him again. May you live a long life. I want to say you can buy more here. Mouthwash again? Here it is. Go ahead, take it. But I have to charge you $10 this time. Gargle, 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 splash. No. Are you sure you don't need that? Yeah, my inventory's full. Yes, you can buy mouthwash here for $10 instead of almost $200 at like a regular store. Which is really, really nice. So, really nice little optional thing that you can do up here to get a hold of a lot of mouthwash if you wind up finding yourself getting sick. So yes, I suppose the ideal way to do this side quest is to make sure your inventory is as empty as possible to ensure that you get the most mouthwash. But I really don't think I'm gonna need the, like, 15 mouthwash that he gave me, so honestly, we're probably okay. Anyway, with that, I want to say that is everything about this area. Yes. Now, it's also worth noting, you got all that mouthwash for free and can buy mouthwash from him for $10. That is very important because, am I going the right way? I hope so. It's really important because, did this just loop around or is this just a random house? Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Are you a... Believe it or not, I am a healer. Wow. There's a healer's house right here. And a phone and the sprite glitch happening again for some reason. Anyway, I was heading back to Reindeer to save, but I think we can actually save right here. But I just wanted to mention, mouthwash can be sold at the return counter in shops for $87. So, you can sell all that free mouthwash, or buy mouthwash from the kid and sell it for a net $77 profit, because that profit is calculated based on the $170-something price in regular shops. Really, really good trick to make a lot of money really, really quickly. Anyway, with that, I think we are going to call our dad. Nintendo grabs the telephone, and the nice thing is this one's free, and I still have $423. This is your dad. I've transferred $2,192 into your account. After the amount you've spent, the balance is $11,712. Oh, if only this could be real life. Spend your money wisely. Well, the next level requires 1987 for Nintendo, 970 for Lloyd, 995 for Anna. By the way, do you want to save? Yes. Okay, but I was thinking of going to sleep now. I've saved your progress so far. Good night, and we will rest. See you later. Remember, push in and hold reset while turning the power off, okay? Slam. So, this past episode of EarthBound Beginnings, we equipped all of our characters with some good stuff, and we also did a lot of optional stuff around Reindeer, including filling our inventory with mouthwash for some reason. And next time on EarthBound Beginnings, I think it's high time we headed over to Spookan and hopefully, finally, encountered yet another melody. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.